Alright, after fighting those giant lizards and resting up back in town for 12 days, I did forget that the crown pays silver equal to the XP for each monster. So if you bring back the monster's head as proof that you've cleared the wilderness around town, they'll pay out. So that's 50 XP each lizard, that is, and we've killed 6 total now. So that'd be 300 silver. 50 times 6, yeah, that's good, right? So I'll add that to the guy's money. While they're at home, there is that basilisk problem up to the north there that has been plaguing town. So every week we'll roll random monster encounter and see it does not strike this week while we're at home. So that's good. The crown will certainly offer money for that, for the defeat of that. Yeah, they'd probably, since it's harassing the town, the bounty would be double, I think, the XP value. Let's just look that up. Basilisk. That's not going to be something fun to fight, that's for sure. Not at level 0. Gee, that's 950 experience points. Wow. That'd be 1900 silver willing to pay. And that thing, let's look at the stats here. Let's just pull it in here into view. Armor class 4, hit dice. So that'd be like a 60 hit point creature. It is just 1 though, so we do have a chance against 1 creature. Bite 1d10, and that gaze. That gaze is not cool. On this kind of situation, I kind of just ballpark, just kind of eyeball with the modifier. It'd be a will save with a modifier. Yeah. Gee, I don't know about fighting a basilisk. We're not quite ready yet. The party's not going to volunteer for that job. So anyhow, I was just looking at some character improvement stuff, and it looks like, so during the week, Richter the Dwarven Shepherd, gonna spend some time at the local church there. He's training to be a cleric, and he needs 10 character points. He's at 8 now. He needs 10 to get the smite advantage. So that's I'm gonna this time I'm gonna use the one defined in GURPS Monster Hunters. It costs 20 to deal 2d6 damage to undead, but he's gonna modify it with Vow, with a pact Vow for minus 10%, and he's gonna take the use per day limit of once per day, so it's an additional 40%. So he can get it at half price for 10 points, just so he can get something, because we are dealing with a tomb here, and I'm kind of wondering if we're going to run into undead soon. But anyways, he's not quite there yet. We need to get him 2 more character points, so I think we're going to head back to the tomb and try and defeat that lock. Davis pretty much had it last time, but then we got attacked just as he was getting it, so he didn't finish. So it was a -3 lock. Yeah, so I think we should just head out there. Head back to that tomb. Okay, day 1. West to E5 and into tomb. Okay, on the way there, we roll a D12. Check for wandering monster. 3, we're fine. We get into the tomb, first room. No wandering monster. course there is. We wander in. We come down in. Probably not expecting anything. And we come into room A1 once again, the room we're so familiar with. Here it is, the doors like this, like this, like this. There's the stairs in. All right, let's see what we got. We need a d20 roll. 4 goblins. We'll lock in on some goblins squatting in here. 4 goblins. Okay. I'll write that in the adventure log. A1 encounter 4 goblins. Okay, we can take these guys. They are 8 hit points each. I believe. I'm going off memory. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. 8 hit points. They attack. They attack with 11s. Their damage is 1d6. They have a good dodge though. Dodge of 9. And DR, yeah, they have DR of 2. They have hide. Just crappy hides on. Actually, that'd more be like a DR1. Crappy hides, not good ones. Okay. 4 goblins, eh? Put them in here. We come down unsuspecting. There's Bingledorf in the lead, followed by Richter the dwarf. Okay, we come down and let's see who's surprised. They are. We surprised them. So we get to go first, which doesn't really help. We just kind of move up, I guess. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. He does have 4 movement. Let's just rush in and let's take our just goblins. 1, 2, 3, 4. Famous last words. We'll rush in and let's move and attack. We'll still have our defenses, so we'll be good there. Looks like I've lost a die here. Here comes a strike from Bingledorf. He's got a -4 or a 9, whichever is worse. These are small creatures, so he's got -4 on 11. He needs 7 or less. No, miss. And Richter, same for him. Oh no, he's a 6 or less. Miss. These guys draw their arrows. Draw arrows. Yeah, draw arrows, and then next turn they'll knock. Okay, so we rushed in and tried, and that was our failed attack. Now it's initiative. They were surprised. We go first again. Bingledorf will try to skewer one. That is almost a critical failure. Richter, I shouldn't have attacked with that mace. Richter says "Oi!" and readies his mace. These guys knock their arrows, and next turn we'll fire. Goblins attack. This one's stuck in the back. This one will attack Richter. They attack on 11s. That's a hit. Richter will attempt to block. Nice block there. 10, just barely. Number 1 will attack Bingledorf. That's a hit on Bingledorf. He will block. Failed block. Dang it. He takes 3 damage. His chainmail takes 4. Number 2 here will attack Bingledorf. Wow. Okay, that's a hit. Bingledorf will try to dodge, and he dodges successfully there. And the one in the back can do nothing. Just say they all have goblin short swords for simplicity this time. I should have specified before we started, if otherwise. Who goes first next turn? We do. The 2 archers. Okay. Okay, maybe they can be useful this time. Davis here. Let's use this fancy range ruler. I love this thing. He's going to shoot the one at the back. +0. There he goes. That's a hit. He needs a 13 or less. He tries to dodge and fails. Crit failure on the dodge, by the way. Not that it matters. That's 1 minus 3. I think you can do less than 1 damage, so he does 1 damage to the thing, and this DR takes it. Herbert here. He'll fire on this one. What is that? It's a -1 to hit. I was doing my range wrong last time, it looks like. That's a 15. That is a miss. Bingledorf stabs number... let's go for number 2. That's a hit this time. It tries to dodge, fails miserably. Okay, this will probably drop him. Bingledorf's a killer with that spear. Okay, that's 7. DR 6, and then double to 12. He takes out number 2. Goblin number 2. This should be a worthwhile fight. These things usually have a bit of silver on them or something. We'll always get something. Well, we'll get their heads if nothing else, I guess. Okay, Bingledorf fells one, and Richter goes for number 3. That's a hit, and it tries to dodge. Oh, critical failure on the dodge. Those green dice are failing like crazy. I usually use them for the heroes, but that was an opposite roll. Okay, Richter lands a hit for 2 damage plus 3, 5 damage. It takes 4 damage, and that is just bludgeoning. Oh, it's half dead though. That was a wound, major wound. Makes a health check. It does. It stays up. No ill effects. They attack. The one that's been clubbed for 4 damage attacks Richter. It's got a -4 from shock, so it misses. Number 1 is healthy. It will go for that's a Bingledorf. That is a 12. That's a miss. Yep, just barely. Number 2 goes for Bingledorf. That is a hit. Bingledorf will block. He does so right on. He needed the 10. And number 4, he does nothing. Okay. New initiative. Okay, we go first. They draw arrows. He readies his mace. Oh, sorry. This thing was dead. He would have come up and attacked Bingledorf with a miss anyways. Okay, so that's 1 dead. Number 3, was it? Number 2. Yeah, number 2. Okay, so we go first. Bingledorf will attack number 4. Oh, that is a crit failure. Let's see what happens. It's usually drop your weapon. We've got a 14. Yep, that's the same as last time. Drop weapon. He's got a shield in hand. That's it now. Okay, back to them. Number 4 will attack Bingledorf with a 12. That's a miss. Number 1 will attack Bingledorf, seeing him weaponless. 10. That's a hit. Bingledorf will try to block. He fails and takes 6 damage. Ooh. They made him pay for that. So 4 is taken soaked by the chainmail. Puts him down 2. So he's down to 14. Number 3 will attack the dwarf. Wretched dwarf, says the goblin. And that's a big whiff. That's almost a critical failure. Okay, next turn. Who's up first? Tie goes to us. They knock their arrows. He is ready to swing. Bingledorf picks up his spear. Richter will try to club goblin number 3. That is a 11. He needs a 10. He misses. Now the goblins attack. His attack on Richter. That is a big miss. Number 1 will attack Richter as well. That is a 13. That's a miss. And 4 will attack Bingledorf, and that's a hit. Bingledorf will attempt to shield, block, and fails, and gets hit for another 1 damage. Chainmail takes it. Okay, back to us. Richter is out. He is readying his mace. Yeah, I won't bother rolling for initiative. Not going to change much here. Back and forth we'll go. Readying his mace. These two are ready to fire. Herbert with the regular bow fires with a -1. That's a big miss. Davis fires here. No modifier. Big miss. 16. Bingledorf will stab number 4. Also a big miss. Wow. We suck. Goblin 3 attacks Richter. That's a hit. Richter will try to shield block. He needs a 10. He gets a 10. Blocked. Number 1 will stab Bingledorf with his sword. He hits. Bingledorf will shield. Block. He does so. 14 attacks Bingledorf. That is a miss. Back to us, Richter. He will swing at number 3. Big whiffer. Bingledorf stabs number 14. Big whiff. Back and forth we go. Back to the goblins. Archers will be ready next turn. Goblin hits Richter. Richter fails to block and takes 2 damage. His chainmail takes it. Number 1 attacks Bingledorf. That's a miss. And number 4 attacks Bingledorf, the halfling shoeshiner. And that is a miss. Okay, Richter's out. Bingledorf stabs number 4. Finally gets a hit. Number 4 fails to dodge. Bingledorf, skewers him for, what is that? 14 damage. Okay, from his 8. So that's 2 dead at the hands of Bingledorf's spear. Here comes the archers. They both let loose on number 1 here. Looks like we've got a hit and a 11. That is a hit. 2 hits. All right, here's Herbert. 4 minus 1, so that's 3 damage. 3 damage from him, and 5. Nice. 5 minus 3, so it's 2 damage. So 3 minus 1 from his DR. 2 damage. Oops. 2 damage to number 1. And then 5 minus 3 is, okay, so 3 damage total to number 1. He's down to 5. He's at 4 hit points. He's at 5 hit points. Well done, archers. Okay, the goblins attack. They are half dead. Okay, next round I'm rolling morale. They're too stupid to figure it out too quickly that they need to run. That's a miss on Richter, and 1 attacks Bingledorf. And that's a miss, especially with their shock penalties. Back to us. They draw arrows. The archers. Richter can swing. Swings at number 3. Oh my gosh. Critical failure. Triple 1s. Is that just a neutral result? Nothing happens? Is that possible on a critical failure? The weapon breaks and is useless. Oh man. These include solid crushing weapons like maces. He smashes his mace off the wall and breaks it. He's weaponless. Does he have? He does have his shepherd's staff still probably strapped to his back. He may draw that. No, he probably doesn't have that anymore. I should erase that. Well, I've still got it on his. Yeah, okay. He can shield bash. It's always a good old shield bash. Bingledorf will go for number 1 there. Oh, that's a miss. Goblins turn. Morale check. Nope, they're still in it to win it. There's an attack on Richter. That hits. Richter will block. He needs a 10. Critical failure again. Never seen so many critical failures. Richter takes 6 damage. That'll teach him for crit failing all over the place. He critical failed his attack, and then critical failed his defense. Wow. Okay, so 6 damage, 2 gets through. Putting him down to 9. Okay. And then attack on Bingledorf from number 1. That's a big miss. Okay. Archers are shooting this round. Richter is going to shield bash. Richter will try to shield bash. Oh, not bad. Thing tries to dodge and does dodge. Bingledorf will stab number 1. 12, 13. Nope, that's a miss. Archers. Herbert. 13. That is, he's only got an 11. And Davis will hit. Number 1 will try to dodge, and he dodges. Wow, okay. Back to the goblins. Attack on Richter, the dwarf. That's a 12 miss. And attack on Bingledorf from number 1. That's a hit. Bingledorf will block. He fails to block. And takes 3 damage. Okay, Chainmail takes that. Shield bash from Richter. That's an 11. What's his shield? His shield is 11. That's a hit. Goblin will try to dodge, and it dodges again. It's dodging those shields. Bingledorf uses his spear. That's a hit. He tries to dodge. Failed dodge. Okay, this will probably, 6. Another 14 damage to the 5 hit points left. Number 1 is down. So far, Bingledorf is the only one able to kill somebody, kill anything. Okay, they drew their arrows. Number 3 attacks Richter. He's kind of in a tight spot. He's fighting to the death now. That's an 11. That's a hit. Bingledorf, or Richter, the dwarf, will try to block. He rolls an 11. Fails. Takes 6 damage. It's another 2. Gets through. It's down to 7. Boy, these 4 goblins are giving us a hard time. Almost as bad as those lizards. Okay. Bingledorf will stab. Oh, he can reach him from there, actually. Stabs with a 12. That's a miss. He's an 11. Richter, shield bash. He does so. Lands it. Goblin tries to dodge and fails. Here comes the damage. Just a thrust. Yeah, 1 damage. Yeah, that's no damage because of the DR. They knock their arrows. Goblin attacks Richter with a hit. Richter tries to block. Fails to block. Takes 6 more damage. It's another 2. Richter's down to 5 hit points of 11. Richter is just getting sliced and diced by these goblins. Okay, Archer's away. That's a hit from Herbert. And that's a hit from Davis. Herbert does, 6 damage. That's 4 damage. He kills it with an arrow. Herbert from the back drops it. About time somebody else did some damage. That's crazy. I gotta get the strength up on those archers, eh? Okay. Wow, that was a hard fought battle. Okay. So we've got 4 goblin heads. Chop those off. It's a little grotesque there, but a goblin head is worth 5 silver each. That's not much. So there's 20 silver for them, and then Wandering Group has our treasure type. Let us just go take a gander at our treasure here. What do we got? 100% 2d6 electrum pieces. I like that. 2d6, that's 6 times 4. That's 24. 24 electrum. Cool. We'll take that. Can't scoff at that. And that's all they have. That's kind of a weird treasure. Okay. Of all things to be carrying, it's electrum. Hey, just nuggets of electrum? Is that like a mineral? What is that? whatever, don't care. It's worth money to us. Maybe they're mining it. I don't know. Okay, monster's dead. Wow. Okay, and the sheep comes in reluctantly behind everybody. Okay, they all kind of gather around. Bingledorf will take this side just in case something else comes through here. And Davis, the moneylender, a shifty moneylender, will work on the door. Actually, first of all, we'll have Richter listen at the door. He's got that high perception. He's got a 16 perception. And he makes it by 7. Okay, and then he'll go to work. He's got a -3 on his lockpicking of 9. He needs a 6. He'll take tons of time. Fails. Fails. Okay, we gotta start rolling after this. Oh, there's a 4. And random encounter. That's kind of cocked. 6. Okay, no wandering monsters. And it takes him about a half hour, or closer to an hour, to open that door, but he does get it. With that, his 3rd, 4th roll. Okay. That door is finally unlocked. Okay, we're all a little bit beat up here. Got the door unlocked. What should we do here? I think we should maybe, this is OSR after all. This is deadly style. Maybe we should go back. No, we've come this far. We're gonna at least explore one room. Here we go. Okay, so we open the door, and it is the room 1B. The room is 1B, and it opens 1B. The door opens and is a bit of a hallway first, and then looks like it's a hallway, a bit of a distance away, and then we roll the room. Okay, so we kind of come into like a rectangular room. And this is another water source type room. It's like a cistern well type room. And here is what we've got. Let's interpret these results here. Okay, starting with where are we? Room features. Yes, here we are. Get my table out. Trash and debris piled up. Oops, I rolled too many dice. Okay, I'll just randomly take out one of each. There's a D20, D10. And I need to take out a D4. And I've got 2 D8s in there. Okay. I rolled too many dice for the drop dice. Put those aside. Okay, so this is what we're left with. Oh boy. We got a 20 in there. 12. Any max die roll is a monster in the room. Looks like we've got some doozies here. We've got a max die roll here. So we have a monster right here in the corner. 5 is a large furnishing for whatever the room is. So that means right here is like a fountain. Probably dried up. This is just debris and junk here. We've got right beside that another max die roll. We've got the 10 on the D10 there, and that is placed right beside the junk. So we've got a monster there, monster there. Sorry, I'll put him number 2. Actually, I should go by die size. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got a 12 on the D12 too. This place is just swarming with monsters. Monster there. The 12 is the biggest. And then the D10 is the second biggest. The D8. Monsters all around. 9. 9 is another. Okay, so we've got something else in the center. We'll put like a pedestal there. Just a statue in the middle of the room. 5 and 20. I rolled a 20. Look at that. Now, that is not a monster. A 20 is a special case. That is a chest. A treasure chest is actually located right up in here. Wowee. Okay. This room is stocked. Okay, so those are 3 different monsters. Unfortunately. Okay. I gotta write this in my log. Now, we did make that listen at the door, check by 6. Let's check perception for the baddies. Oh, that's a terrible roll. 15. So depending on what they are here, yeah, I think it's safe to say no matter what kind of monster this is, they did not succeed by 6. Unless they're undead, no, undead are pretty dumb. Unless it's a wraith or vampire maybe, but that certainly won't be here. Okay. Wow. Okay, so they don't know we're coming. We open the door quietly and peer in. Oh yeah, no, we're not going to stealth up on them, so we're not going to surprise them. We have no stealth, and we have torches. Who is holding a torch? Richter is holding a torch. And we will give a torch to, how about Bingledorf, the 2 frontline fighters, why not? In their shield hands, holding the light. As soon as they open that door, these things are aware of them, so at least we don't get jumped. We heard something in there. All right. And consulting the dungeon area layout that I rolled way back. I had to look at the picture I took of it because I moved my dice. There is a door directly at the back. Okay, let's see what kind of monsters we're dealing with here. That should be good. Rolling on the random level 1 dungeon encounter, we've got a troglodyte. I've got 3 different monsters here. So a troglodyte, a fire beetle, and another troglodyte. That's interesting. Okay. 1 in 20 chance of that happening. Okay. Encounter trogs and beetle. Fire beetle. 2 trogs and a fire beetle. All right. Let's get it on. Check them out here. Do a quick conversion. Back me to GURPS. Troglodytes, eh? What do they got? Okay, so 1 and 2 will be the troglodytes. And 3 will be the fire beetle. Their pet fire beetle. I befriended this thing. Troglodytes, what are we looking at? 20 hit points each. Pretty tough. Pretty tough. Okay. They attack with, oh boy. Okay. Attacking with 13s. 3 attacks. Claw, claw, bite. 1d4 each times 3. Okay, so they can't get through the armor of our chain mail. So they're not so dangerous. Maybe we could talk to the things. Intelligence is 10. They would know common. Excellent. Okay, DR of 1. Just wearing hides. Not very good ones. And a dodge of 8. The beetle, however. Oh, these things are the things that, yeah, okay. You can blend into the background. You can surprise opponents. Okay, they will try to hide as we come in. They will try to get the jump on us. That's what they'll do. And any creature in melee range must make a saving throw versus poison or take -2 to hit because of their stench. Okay, so we'll have to save versus health with a minus. We'll give the -2 to the save, and then if you fail it, you get -2 to your attacks. That's awesome. And the beetle. Giant beetle, let's get his stats. Beetle, giant fire. Okay, he's going to be HP of... okay, this thing's not too crazy. 10 hit points. Oh, it's got a better DR. A DR of 2 for that thing. Because of its shell. Actually, I'd give that thing a 3 DR. It's a pretty good shell. It attacks on 12. And it does 2d4. And its dodge will be 7. It's not much of a dodger. Let's see that. Okay. Okay. Let's see what these things, what their demeanor is as we come in. We know something's in here, so we'll come in cautiously, but they are going to try to stealth. They are good at stealthing. So 14. Yeah, they make it by 1. Perception. Okay. Okay, we make it by 3. So we do see them hiding. They're trying to blend in. The front 2 come up. Give them space. They can back away if they need. Okay, we just come up in and let's check their demeanor. See if it's anything crazy. They attack on sight or if they try to talk. 12. Okay, yeah. No, they're just aggressive because they're territorial. They want, I rolled specifically greed or thieving is their motivation currently. So they're going to want the pretty things that these guys have. Yeah. Let's get right into it then. Initiative, green is us. They go first. The beetle will move up. What's his move? Same as a person. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack. Next turn. This guy will attack Richter. That's a hit. Richter will throw up his shield and block. He doesn't know that the thing can't get through his armor. 1, 2, 3, 4. And attack Bingledorf. That's a hit. Bingledorf will try to block, and he does so. It's our turn. Bingledorf brings the spear down. Sticks him. Oh, I see. Okay. Next turn, the stench will affect them. That's a failed to dodge. So Bingledorf deals 7 DR1, so 6, doubled to 12. 12 damage on number 1. He's down to 8. He must make a health check or fall prone. Well, be shocked. He fails. Okay, so he suffers knockdown, so he's on his back. Okay, and he is out for next round. At least. Okay, Richter will bring down the mace. That's a hit. Number 2 will attempt to dodge. 7, 8, 9. It fails, just barely. It's a mace to the face for him. That's... Oh no, he doesn't have a mace. He shield dashed. That's 3. Plus... Oh, -1. 2 damage, 1 damage. 1 damage inflicted. With his shield. Gee whiz. Okay. Now we have to make health rolls. -2. Bingledorf has a 16 health. So he makes that. Richter, he's up front. Anybody in melee combat. He needs a 9. 10. He fails, so he has -2 on his next attack. He might just go into shield bearer mode at this point. If Bingledorf can keep them back. The archers were ready, so they will fire on this guy. They'll step up and fire. I love this range ruler. I'm going to use it. -1. -1. They both have -1. Herbert takes a -1, and that's a hit. Oh, he's got 11? Yeah, that's a hit. Davis, he's got 13 -1. He needs a 12, and that's a hit. Herbert with the regular bow gets 1 damage. Yep, that's lame. No damage, it's into its hide, and oh, tries to dodge. It fails to dodge, and the other one tries to dodge. That's a fail. So here comes Davis's weak strike. No, 0 damage. Those archers, I tell you. Okay. Bad guy's turn. Beetle gets up in here. And he is going to attack who? Bingledorf. The beetle attacks. It needs a 12 to hit. That's a hit on Bingledorf. He will block. Yeah, he's more worried about this thing now. It's a giant beetle. That's a successful block. Number 1 will attack Bingledorf. That's a hit. He will try to dodge. That's a 11, 10. It's 11. That's a failure. That's a D4. Okay, so scrapes into his mail armor, and the thing quickly realizes that it is not going to hurt these guys. It needs different tactics. Bingledorf is emboldened because he's protected quite well. This guy attacks Richter. That's a miss. Okay, back to our turn. Richter the dwarf is sickened. The -2 to strike. He's just going to all-out defend. And he's going to try and do shield. Yeah, they'll back off like that. So he can do some extra defense. They draw arrows. He will stab number 1, I guess. Yep. Try and finish him with his spear. He's got the reach. Oh, a 10? He hits on an 11. Yep. Number 1 tries to dodge. Fails. All right, this might be a finished troglodyte. That's 7, 6, 12 damage to his 8. Oh yeah, that thing was on it. Had to get up on it, off its back. Oh well, it was on its back. It struck at him and hit his chain. We'll say you can use natural weapons while laying down, no probs. Okay, so that one's dead. Troglodyte down. Fire beetle. Will attack Richter. He's in all-out defense mode, so he will take +2 to a single defense. I guess is what he'll opt for, eh? Why not? Defense. What are my options here? Yeah, +2 to dodge, block, or parry. He'll take it to, he can't parry with anything, so he'll take it to dodge. Okay, so, what did I say? Fire beetle attacks Richter. That's a miss. 13, just barely. Troglodyte will attack Richter. 12 right on. That's hit. Yeah, you have 13s. He will block. I'm all out defending. Can I? Do I have to declare? We'll say that I'll just take the +2 there, since he only has one thing to defend against. So that will let him block. He blocks that successfully. Okay, back to us. They draw their arrow back. They're ready to fire next turn. Fingeldorf will stab at that beetle, that giant beetle. He can reach that, right? Yep. That's a hit. Beetle tries to dodge, fails. All right, here comes some pain. Nice, a 6. Max damage from Bingeldorf's spear. It's got a DR of 3. It brings that down to 3. We add 2 for the spear, so that's back to 5, and then doubled to 10. Oh, kills the beetle. Stabs it. It had 10 hit points exactly. Sticks it right in the face, or in the between the armor a bit there. Oh no, he went right through the armor. Richter will out defend again. Okay, this thing is gonna fight dirty. It's gonna leap onto him. Flying leap just needs to make a dexterity check. It's got a dex of like 10. It misses 11. It can't get a good grab on him. Back to us. And I'm going to roll morale for it. It fails, so next turn it's gonna try and run. Bingeldorf sees the reluctance in its eyes. Let's make a perception check. He's got a high perception of 14. Yeah, he notices that it's feeling defeated now. Its body posture, its body language, and it's about to run. He can tell, he can feel it. So he yells over to it. Yeah, well, he tells his comrades, hold your fire, hold your fire. And the thing will back away immediately as we waste our turn, and then we will try to parlay with it. So, I rolled their general disposition reaction, whatever, randomly on my table here, and they are currently motivated by theft and greed. There's a treasure in the corner that they probably can't open. I don't know much about that, but they communicate, we parlay, and we find out what motivates them. And we offer them, what can we offer them? How much? Just some money. We'll offer that survivor about 5 electrum pieces if it will investigate the next room for us, or tell us what's there. We'll see if he knows. Okay, first of all, we'll make a diplomacy check here. Oh well, diplomacy. Hey, nobody's gonna be good at that. It's an IQ. So we'll just roll random reaction, and we will add a +2 because we're bribing them. We're giving them 5 electrum. That's pretty decent, right? So higher is better here on the old random reaction table in GURPS. That's a 10 +2, 12. So that is a neutral reaction. Requests for information are successful. The NPC gives information requested if it is simple. If the question is complex, the answer will be sketchy. So yeah, that's an easy enough question. What is next door? Thing's got a 10 IQ. It's not stupid. It's brighter than half of my party. Make a check. Oh, okay, that's a failed IQ roll. So it's not sure what's next door. It has not gone there. It has crawled in through those eerie vents that are seeping strange mist. It will tell them that it's not It's a foul odor, but it's not, doesn't seem to be dangerous. There's probably a couple vents here. The thing will take the 5 silver electrum, sorry. That puts me down to 19. And it will leave. It will leave us alone. I'll make another reaction without another bribe. That's a 10 this time. That's the same, neutral. We ask it to investigate that door. That's probably not going to do that. Requests for aid. Yeah. If they are simple, complex requests are denied. If it is simple. Okay. We ask it if it will check the door. Yeah, I'm gonna make an IQ check. No, a morale check. 7? What's the morale on the troglodyte again? I flipped to the fire beetle. Troglodyte morale is 9. So yeah, he's game. He'll go over to the store. We will go investigate it. He's looking for more money on a good job well done. Let's check this door out. What we got? It is a 1 to 3 wooden, 4 to 6. It is iron. It is an iron door. Actually, sorry, I'll re-roll that. 1 and 2, it is unlocked. I need my D4. 1 to 2, it is an unlocked wooden door. 3, 4, it is a locked wooden door, and so on. 5, 6, unlocked iron door. 7, 8, locked iron door. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a locked wooden door. That's why they don't know what's beyond there. Makes sense? Okay. Richter will listen at the door with his high perception. Wow, 9. He makes that by 7. And he will try. I don't know what's behind that door, so I'll just remember. I'll write that down actually. We're not gonna go through that door, I don't think, anyways. Doesn't matter. He's gonna try to pick that lock though. Where's my D10? And get the modifier on this thing. Yep. Oh, that's a bonus. That is a +4 to lockpicking. It's so rusted and lame. Oh my! I failed pretty badly. With the +4, I am at 13 though. Yeah. After so 1 turn, so about 20 minutes later, he unlocks it. And then so it is unlocked. I think we better just. Yeah, he's without a mace. He's at 5 hit points. Richter is. Bingeldorf's injured for 2. Nothing bad. Okay, this guy, he just bolts. The surviving troglodyte runs. So we'll chop off the head of the dead one. That'll be good for 25 silver. Back at town. And the beetle, 15 silver. We're getting some money this time. And and obviously we took all the belongings from the troglodyte before he ran, and he has nothing anyways. Absolutely nothing. And nothing on the beetle, so no treasure here. But we do have that treasure chest. Okay, so we've unlocked that door, so next time we'll be okay. I'll write here, iron unlocked door. Okay. Turn our attention to the chest. Now I've got a great little table for that too. Let's see what the contents of this chest are. This is the fun part. This is what we play for. I love this part. Okay. Is it... well, it will be locked. Let's just see how hard it is to pick this one. Where's my D10? We've got a -2. No, that's a -1. Okay, so it's 8 or less. Oh, and he rolls a 9. Close. Nope. It's 20 minutes goes by. Random encounter. No. We've got +2 now. So we're back up to 9. Nope, failed. Okay. Got it. Got it that time. It gets easier with time. And that's not another full 3 turns, so no random monster. He unlocks it. Now, we roll on the table here. This is always fun. Is it trapped? 1 to 3. What is that, a 15? Okay. On level 1, it's not likely to be trapped. And we find in it. Nice. Okay. 1d6 times 100 silver. Oh, yes. We finally found the riches. Okay, so 400 silver. That's huge. That's huge. That's a third of a horse, I guess. Not great, but okay. There's a chance of gold here. Let's get the D10s out. Seem to have lost my D10. All right. 50% chance of gold. 71. Oh, darn it. 5% chance of gems. This is just pretty much, this is a modified table from the old Beckney unguarded rules, unguarded treasure rules. 50%, 2% jewelry, that's a 50, and 2% special. No, 50, okay, there's nothing in there but the 400 silver. That's a pretty good haul. We're gonna call it a successful adventure and head home. So that's, sorry, I forgot to record 1 character point for the goblin fight and 1 character point for the troglodyte fight. Okay. We go back out. We leave the dungeon. Back to here, and we make camp. Night encounter. Oh, sorry, it's a D12. 11. Nope. All is well. Day 2. Head home. For what do we got? We're wounded down to for 6 days. We've got to heal up poor Richter, and we got to buy him a new mace. So that's pretty sweet then. So let's tally this up. We have that 300 silver. From last time. 300 silver. Yeah, well, I can tally this up later. And that will get me the 2 character points for Richter. Okay, great. I'll do some bookkeeping here. Alright, that's 213 silver each. That ain't bad. 2 13s added on there. Okay, and then 2 character points each, so that's exciting. 10 for Richter, 16 total. So he's gonna blow all 10 right away and get smite. smite, and that is 2d6, and it's it is a will contest. And lucky Richter, he's got that willpower of 7, so that will be the next thing. Like, holy smite! Next thing he will be doing is buying up willpower, I think. Willpower costs 5 points each. Be nice to get him some casting ability. Everybody here has weak willpower, eh? Bingledorf with 5 willpower, 7 willpower for Herbert, 10 willpower is our best in the whole group with the moneylender. All right. I'll add the 2 character points to everybody here. To 4, 2. What are we gonna spend here, eh? Should we maybe level something up? Okay, so we've got Bingledorf here. He's the straight ahead fighter, and he does have 8. He's got 8 character points. I would love to get him high pain threshold. Is that possible? That's 10 points, eh? He's up to 8. Okay, I'll just save up for that. I want high pain threshold for Bingledorf. Gonna make him a tough little fighter. We've got 2 points for Herbert. Is there anything we can increase for him to make him worthwhile? Wow, eh? Not much. 4 points for Davis. I'd love to put his strength up a little bit. Although he's getting pretty good with that bow at a 13. If I put 4 points, I put that up to a 14. Would that be worthwhile? Called shots, maybe? I'll just... he's just so useless right now. He's got flasks of oil still. He's decent at stealth. He's got that 13 stealth. I should maybe start using that more. Sending him in to scout. His perception is so terrible though. Perception, what's that cost to bump up? That's 3. 5 points. So I can't bump that up either. Okay, I'm just gonna save their points. I think. Save their points. They're not gonna do anything special. Oh, I have to roll for the basilisk. It's been 2 weeks. I rolled once last time for 12-day period. That's pretty much 2 weeks. And then we are at home for another 6 days. So I'll roll 2d6. A 1, it strikes again. Yes, it does. And I will write that. I'll write that down. We're home for 6 days, and basilisk strikes town again. Not good. Small chance that it wouldn't affect these guys. It'd be the outskirts of town. Farmers would get the brunt of it. So these guys are just gonna relax at the Fang and Flagon Tavern and Inn and Tavern for 6 days. They can pretty much live like kings now with the kind of coin they've each got. They could live like kings at the tavern for, well, how long would that last? A few months anyways. But now they've got a taste for adventuring. For finding that treasure chest. That's what it's all about. So I think they're committed now. We're almost to level 1. 4 more character points. Plans. What do we do next, eh? We could go back to the tomb. Certainly delve further into that. We haven't explored much, really. It might be time to just take a tromp. and just try and explore some more hexes and get the free, not free, but the easy-ish character points that way. For every 5 hexes we explore, we get a character point, and we always end up fighting something. Problem is the wilderness encounters can be pretty tough. Sometimes they're quite often they're tougher than the monsters on a first level dungeon. So I don't know, something to think about. Maybe I'll decide that next time. Actually, I do have to do a little bit of upkeep here. That mace that Richter broke, better replace that. So that'll take, let's use a small mace. Doesn't have the strength for a heavy mace, or a normal mace, that is. Small mace 10, yeah, $35. Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay, he's got his mace back. And Herbert has that short sword. He is okay with, too. He's not bad with a short sword. He's been using that dumb goblin sword. So let's just go spend the money and get him a proper short sword. Those things are darn expensive. That's $400 for a good sword. The swords are always the most costly weapons here. Makes sense. It takes more skill, craftsmanship and all to make them. So he's got a short sword. He'll just chuck the goblin one away. And that is, what is a short sword? That's just cut. Swing and thrust. No modifiers. Okay, $400. Jeez. Leaves him with 72 silver. Took all his money. No problem. Got a good sword now. Shields are all okay. Armor we can't really upgrade anyways. No, we don't have enough money. Yeah, we're still broke. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this session. All right, back with some more action next time. See ya.